What's up, y'all? Sparta here. So, for this video, I'm finally going to do my review on the iPhone 11 Pro Max here. Now, I did an impressions video on the iPhone 11 Pro, but that wasn't my phone. I was just doing it real quick, just giving the quick impressions, and I gave it to my girlfriend. But this is all mine. This is the iPhone I'm going to be using for reference, and my entire intentions of this wasn't to replace, say, my V60 or anything like that. I think that's they're two different beasts, and if you watch my video comparing the two, you would see that. And for this, what I'm going to talk about, this isn't necessarily the full review. From a content creator standpoint, I guess what I more want to talk about here is how this thing handles content creation, and I guess I'll just get into that now. So the cameras on here are really good, not the best to me personally, and I think they're not even the best anymore to a lot of people. I think now people are just like, oh, the Pixel and stuff, to the point where Android people are just, oh, just download Gcam, even though it doesn't work as well on other Android phones as it does on the Pixel, because it's not designed for other Android phones, but whatever. Video on here is really solid. I did a video, and I'm going to have another video comparing it to the V60, but I did a video shot just on the iPhone 11 Pro, and I detailed what it does well, what it doesn't do well. I think I even showed a little bit of the camera interface and stuff like that, but overall it's solid. And I think for me, the sole problem, the real problem with this is the fact that when I upload a video straight from the phone, and I did this last night, it decided to not upload the video. It just decided not to upload it until I got back. And I let the phone screen stay on until it was done uploading. Like, it would be in the queue. It would actually be in my YouTube videos, right? So let me just go and do this real quick. It would be up here uploading, right? But every time you exit the app, and this is something that I don't like about iOS, it pauses the app. It doesn't necessarily leave it in the background to run and do processes in the background. It pauses the app. Sure, for like basic stuff like music, or podcasts, it'll obviously do that. It'll obviously just let it run so you can listen to your music and your podcast. But for YouTube, if you're watching a video, if you're uploading a video, you can't just put that on in the background, go in, say play a game for a little bit, then just turn off the phone, or say if it has to charge, which by the time I got back, it was on 22%, which, by the way, the battery life is really good, and I will talk about that too. So, it comes down to this. A lot of reviewers like to say, oh, the iPhone is just the best for content creation. You have to get the iPhone. It's not. It just isn't. The OnePlus 6T that I'm using now to record this video, honestly, doesn't do a terrible job. Now, it's not the best, right? It doesn't have a manual video mode, neither does this, unless you get Filmic. And to me, Filmic is okay. I do have it on Android, but it's just not a value proposition for me personally. When I have an LG phone, it has a better manual mode and a better tuned manual mode for that phone. So it's just something that I looked at and I was like, this isn't right. Why can't I just upload a video, lock the phone, and then just let it sit there while I go to work and have it? Because I would constantly look during the while I was at work, during my off times anyway, during the times where I really wasn't doing anything, and it would still say processing video on YouTube Studio, and it's that fact alone just makes me say, does it make me say that this phone is the best for content creation. It's just not. Photos, Instagram and Facebook ready photos, yeah, sure. But video, no. And I'm not even talking about putting it through like, iMovie or anything like that, or Power Director or something like that, because Power Director is finally on iOS, which is nice. But going through iMovie, and this is a problem that I had, I also couldn't just exit the app. It had to stay open, enabled for me to even render the video. Whereas on Android, on my V60, on my G8, even on this 6T, I can exit the app while it's rendering the video, come back and do, or even lock the phone. And it'll do that. I can upload a video from the phone and lock the phone and leave it here until, for as long as it needs to be there. Because, these phones have OLED displays now. And having to keep the phone on, now to be fair, just put it on low brightness. But to have to keep the phone on will degrade the screen faster because, OLED has its screen burn-in, and it tends to have a lot of different kind of issues that LCDs don't typically have. So it's just something that I wanted to bring up because a lot of content creators like to say, oh, but the iPhone is just the best if you want video. Yeah, if you want a quick, basic video, I guess, which is definitely the case. Like for a quick 15-minute video, the iPhone is nice. I won't say that it's not. Like the last couple videos that I recorded on was on the iPhone. That I recorded with was on the iPhone. And they look nice, they sound good. The mics to me aren't as good as the V60, to be honest. Like they tend to pick up a little bit, but like a bit more noise. But not enough for me to be like, oh, these are terrible. But they're comparable. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. Battery life, though, is really good. Actually, I'm not going to talk about that till the full review, which will probably be one of the next two videos here. So, yeah, I just wanted to do a quick note on content creation because, it's what I do. And would I use this as a content creator device? Not really. solely because I can't just lock the phone and leave it, say, on my bed, not even charging, but on my bed, because I know I know you're not supposed to just leave your phone charging overnight, but people do it anyway, right? But yeah, that's all I really want to say about this. I know people are going to be might be antsy about this because, oh, you're saying your iPhone isn't the best at anything, at everything, at something. Like, yeah, it's not. It's not the best option for everything. And I'm tired of these reviewers just saying that you want the simplest thing, just go to the iPhone. Like, they don't want people to learn anything. They just want people to be this one-track mind, to have this one-track mind on everything. That if I want a phone to do everything for me and not control anything, go to the iPhone. And to me, that's just not cool. But yeah, this is Sparta. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the support. Hope you guys have a wonderful Monday or whatever time of day in this area. Like the video if you like it. Dislike it if you dislike it. Share with people that are interested in sort of content. And like I just said, have a good one.